All right. Hello, Doors. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Limbus Company / Arknights. Where last time we were blessed by the RNG gods and managed to get all the ego. Oh, thank God. In less than 200 pulls. But anyway, story-wise, the gang was sucked into Arknights land, specifically Iberia, and trouble with the Seaborn. And they met Amiya, who happened to be there, and with Scotty, and actually meeting the people of Iberia and Seaborn, learning what they are for the first time, which is something we never saw actually in Arknights lore. So that's really cool that we got something new from Arknights in the Limbus collab. I just think that's really interesting. How did we reach Terra? They were exploring the Lobotomy Corporation branch of Hung Yuan, which was supposed to be empty, but there was an abnormality there that sucked them in. Anyway, let's catch up with our civilians right here. Small tide. Oh, fight first. Okay.
좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달고 짭짤한 준비해두지.
무상한 목숨. 불끈을 지원할 뿐.
그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게. 치명적인 한방이었어.
거의도 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아. 여기까지 다 울리지 않았어?
이 거리는 충분해. 너한테 멀겠지만.
아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
목을 콱 물어버리자.
길을 넌 구름을 저 해충들을 도려내라. 수감자는 묘요.
정상값이네. 사실 그 상황에선 그런 공격밖에 볼 게 없었지.
약점이 명백해. 경륜지
단번에 우위를 점하셨군요.
간단하면
이 기세라면 이번 드림도 무난히 승리하실 수 있을 겁니다, 아가씨. 너희가 아까 쌩 공격을 한 바람에 바늘이 저 끝까지 들어가서 안 돌아와.
자,
나 이거 잠깐 조심해야 할 것 같은데.
생각해보라고.
이 옷은 드라이버를 안 입는
Really, Tremor is faster
마이 그만할게.
for the last node. Interesting. Oh no, the haste show is faster. I see.
차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다
I feel like we're cleaning these guys' clocks. Hello? Wait, can you hear me, Doors? Yeah. I feel like we're cleaning these guys' clocks. like I keep having to check, is this actually hard mode? Because man, we are dominating the fuck out of these guys. Oh wow, this is a pretty hefty node.
완벽한 돌입이었어요.
Let's see. That's true. Yeah, but this is hard mode, isn't it? Like, yeah, I understand. That's why they have the easy mode. Right, yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. The boss was nerfed because it gave a lot of people trouble. I think they kept it unnerved and hard, though. Yeah.
인승투성이네.
림버스 컴퍼니の皆さん、この
Yep, by the way, I got the Amiya announcer. It's basically free, it feels like, the Amiya announcer, because what it is, for 2,500 paid lunacy, you get the Amiya announcer and 2 10 pulls. And 2 10 pulls is already 2,600 lunacy. So, you're actually gaining on that deal. It's kind of hilarious. It's like, as long as you've ever had a yeah, it's like there's no reason not to, unless you really don't want the announcer.
과정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 보아하면서도
깨우치시게.
지금은 감회가 새로워.
Damn, that is a triple red coin, but he barely did any damage.
빨 봐라. 목을 떨궈주는 놈 푸름을 틔우고
지금은 좋았어.
모든 것에 견뎠어.
이제 끝났네.
Yeah, exactly.
완전히 된거 맞지?
That's the
아,
threshold.
여기저기 부서진 것 같은데 저건 우리 직원들 시켜서 고쳐야겠다. 수리 대금도 받고 시민들도 금방 편해질 테고. 어? 나도
The remaining entities have all returned to sea. Is everyone okay? It was just like our last skirmish. Sea terrors that had surrounded the ship returned to sea even before the battle came to an end. And the retreat felt too orderly and deliberate to be just running away. It's almost like they're making a tactical retreat. We're doing peachy, but what about the ship? Fao, is the ship okay? Minor damages to the hull, but nothing that will impede the ship's operational capabilities. Whew. Yo, Syntax, look in the stream. It's pretty cool so far.
So, I noticed during the battle. I might be wrong, of course, but I think I noticed how, around the end of the battle, those monsters were starting to go after the manager?
You're probably, right, actually. I noticed too. At some point during our battle, those monsters realized the manager was commanding the rest of us.
I sensed the very same. Their movements were fluid and adaptive, as though they were learning our behavior.
Yep, that's a Seaborn for you.
Why does the Church of the Deep worship monsters like them? That ain't much of a question, innit? They must have all gone mental.
I'm sure they have many reasons, but Seaborns are beings of infinite potential. So much so that there's no superlative big enough to properly convey the scale. How is she so informed of this? How does she know so much about this? Oh, I'm so glad, Syntax. Arknights is huge, by the way. There's so much story content. It's like reading like Lord of the Rings like 20 times over. There is literally that much story content. So, and they actually just organized it into nice little timelines, thank God. So it's even more accessible than ever. Yeah, just take your time with it. Hilarious, Hoshi. Monster is the thing that lives in Calcit's spine that she uses to attack people with. That's how to explain monster without spoiling Arknights. But how does Maris know so much about them? Huh. Probably from her grandfather, I bet. Every time they encounter a new environment or a new element, they transform themselves into other Seaborns. Maybe that's their draw.
That fascination may be an attitude most befitting a researcher, yet the transformation of fascination into idolatry is, if I may be frank, not entirely positive.
Yeah, seriously. That's like a research thing. Yeah, monster. Who'd you get, Syntax? Who'd you get in your newbie banner? Who'd you get? I find them pretty uncomfortable. They just remind me of whales. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, she must be, it can be kind of similar, too, because they can turn people into them.
Then can they adapt to learn a language to communicate with us?
Yes, they can. We know that in Arknights. What?
Going by everything we've heard, I think they sound really smart.
Well, it's weird to call them smart. They have a collective intelligence. Individual Seaborn are not smart. They are a collective will. You got Saria. Saria is great. Saria is fantastic. Neural is a little sadly redundant with Saria, 5-star Neural. But, okay, in the beginning, having 2 good healing defenders, that's not bad at all. Yeah, but, yeah. Saria is fantastic, and it's still used today. So yeah, Saria was a launch unit that is still meta. So, yeah. Good on you for getting Saria. Mira's eyes went round at Hung Lu's suggestion. She brought her hands to her mouth, surprised. It sure was something. Yep. But they haven't found him yet. They haven't found a Seaborn who could talk. That one. Scotty is going to encounter it later. I heard that there was a Seaborn who could talk.
If non-humans speak the language of humans, regardless of its testament to their intelligence, I can only think of 2 possibilities why they would. One, to communicate with humans. The other, to deceive humans.
Ah, how very free-ran.
More often than not, it's the latter.
What about distortions? Some of them already know how to speak.
Distortions are phenomena in which humans transform into monstrous forms, first observed after the White Nights and Dark Days incident. Therefore, that example is irrelevant to Aldous' supposition.
Oh, you got Monster from the newer banner? That's nice. That's nice. Monster is incredible. Syntax. White Nights and Dark Days? That's a whole nother game, Maris. That's a whole nother game, Maris. She whispered quietly. Yeah, there's obviously way more to her. But as we were standing rather close to her, we all caught on to the hint of joy in her voice. That pillar of light in the city. What? What? Did it really? How do you know about that?
How have you come across this knowledge, Miss Mayers?
Yeah, thank you. Oh, that's...
Ain't it obvious? We got the culprit right here. Storyteller lots have been getting on with no end.
I see. Yeah, she's been talking non-stop all morning about all kinds of stories, hasn't she? Oh, ooh. Oh, yet I have not gotten that far. You again. You didn't get so lost in your own stories that you blabbed all about our company's secrets, have you? Nay! Fie, I would simply not! As Don Quixote was subject to yet another round of scolding, Amiya stared out toward the sea, wary that sea terrors might start crawling to the surface once again before turning towards us. I wonder which of the two the Seaborns are. Their sense of self is really, really faint, so I don't think they'd be in either category. Yeah, individual Seaborns aren't really. I think it's possible that they learned human language out of instinct, that the power of speech might help them survive. Yeah, Yi-Song is catching on. How does she know so much?
It appears that you, Miss Mayers, are quite the expert on the subject of Seaborns. Your knowledge of them goes beyond what fear for one's survival may yield, thereby suggesting a different means of acquisition. Do you by any chance worship the Seaborns?
Oh wow. Just coming straight out and saying it. I don't worship Seaborns. Seaborns don't have any hopes or wishes. Just desire for survival. Exactly. I always thought they were such a fascinating. Hello, Farron. Welcome to the stream.
Miss Mayers, does that mean if Seaborns were somehow able to hope?
Maybe so. No, I'm just doing the voices, Farron.
Is that so?
Welcome to the stream, by the way. The repairs are complete. As we were conversing, Faust descended from the ship with a neatly organized set of tools borrowed from the village. Repairs completed. I'm guessing repairs are done? Yes. The ship is ready to set sail.
Did you have a departure time and date in mind? I'd prefer it if I could depart as soon as possible.
Yeah, Farron. I've been doing it for like 90 episodes now. Oh, thank you. We don't have a set time or anything, but I think we should be able to set sail for this late afternoon at the earliest.
That soon?
As you've seen, we don't have a lot to bring with us. By the way, how far out to sea do you guys need to go? We need to find this dimensional door of sorts. I could see the dimensional door's light from the beach at night. It was faint, but given how the light's strong enough to break through the sea fog, we should be able to determine its location somewhere around the coastal waters.
So we can go back tonight?
The first order of business is to relay this news to the villagers. Yeah, back to the village for now.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
The Inquisitor. Ooh. Are we gonna get... I wonder who from the Inquisition is gonna show up. Yeah, we are on hard mode. There is something going on in the village.
Yeah, I hear it too. I'm hearing people shouting and hollering.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I've been playing since launch, Farron. When we returned to the village, ship repairs completed, we were welcomed by a rather hostile standoff. A quick count told me there were approximately 20 people assembled at the village square. Considering its population, that was pretty much the whole village. Who's that over there? I've been practicing a long time, Farron. Inquisitor. I think we've been found. Oh my god! Wowzers. Oh my god. So are Scotty and Irene just gonna miss each other? Because Scotty doesn't meet Irene until her event. The Inquisitor, dressed in a well-kept uniform, was about the same height as Don Quixote. The sword and the lamp hanging from her waist sits in stark contrast with the more run-down, ramshackle village. She almost looks like a fixer from the city. She does. She looks like from one of the Bloodborne offices. Nice, Farron. Sinking. Sinking's good.
So, the Inquisition has discovered our village.
Did you really think that you could forever stay out of the Inquisition's gaze, citizen? That's a naive dream. Fabius disappeared from the Inquisition mid-interrogation under charges of suspicion and membership within the Church of the Deep. Last known location, Salt Flat. Hey! Wow, we're just referencing everything, aren't we? Oh, yep. Yeah, Irene is known for her forehead. The other Inquisitors have informed me that you have been identified next to pirates in its fringes. This is early Irene, but she's in her newer outfit. Yeah, this is younger Irene in her newer outfit. From a criminal to an outlaw. What a dramatic evolution of your career. But it ends here, now. Every citizen here, including you, will be accompanying me to the Inquisition.
I have never broken a single law, nor the outlaws of any kind. They are not like me.
They've disregarded the Inquisition's authority, evaded the gaze of Iberia, and found this southern coast too lurking. Tell me I'm not supposed to find that suspicious.
What are you talking about? You can't just start arresting people left and right with a tenuous suspicion like that.
Yeah, that's early Irene.
You shouldn't!
I only wish to live a quiet life, ma'am. Is that so? Then you might find yourself returning to this village one day, as long as you're telling the truth. Which is not an option for you, Fabius.
Mares, was Chief really a pirate?
Well, yeah. But as far as I know, he's been out of the game for a while. And even when he ran off with the pirates, all he ever did was share Finbeat's jerky to villagers. Or carry Agirians between them. Well, thank you, Farron. Even if you're telling the truth, Maris, I doubt the Inquisition will be lenient. Well, what now?
I have but one question to ask. That Inquisitor, is she following the proper legal procedures?
I don't know much about the laws of Iberia, but Dr. Calcit told us the words of Inquisitors were pretty much the law here. Is it likely that she's following the proper legal procedures? The procedures are precisely what the villagers have fled from, after all. It is likely, sorry.
Then it's decided.
Are we gonna fight? Is Irene gonna be a boss? Oh man. Aldous quietly dragged me to the side and whispered outside Mare's earshot. The sinners who were right next to me seemed to have picked it up, though.
Executive Manager, we best immediately return to the ship, take command of it, and sail out on our own. It is unwise to involve ourselves in this conflict.
What? Are you seriously suggesting we just let him arrest the villagers?
Didn't you hear what the Inquisitor said? It seems quite cut and dry to me. If this is just standard procedure with no local laws broken, we are in no place to involve ourselves. Our best hope is to take the ship before they impound that too.
Damn. That is cold chillin'. But Aldous has not had her canto yet.
We can't do that. Even if it is standard procedure. Even if they're working within the law. It's not... You stayed up to hear Mare's story too, didn't you? You know, the N-Corp Inquisitors were working within the law too when they came for the village. That was standard procedure too. If someone, anyone had stepped in then...
I know what you went through, but I'd still rather not take a risk in an unfamiliar environment like this. I will try my best to figure out how to sail that ship. If I cannot, then I have faith in Ishmael to quickly learn its controls.
I can't say you're wrong, but, I don't know. Neither you nor I know anything about the ocean currents here, Aldous. We can get the ship going, but, I can't guarantee that we'll reach the dimensional door without any trouble.
Do you know anything about the sea currents in this region?
Not much, but I know the coastal sea somewhat. And you can't fight the Inquisitors directly here in Iberia. Fleeing with the ship might be the better option. What should we do, Dante? It's your call. Yeah, I guess it's kind of awkward for us to just take the ship and go, huh?
How about we try to talk to the Inquisitor then? I think we should at least try to hear them out first. Them being the Inquisitor and Chief both.
If the discussion goes well, we might even be able to get the Inquisition's support. Like Mr. Hong Lu said, we should hear them out first, then try to convince them. I agreed with them both. First, let's at least see what the Inquisitor has to say.
Rabbit's right, she says.
Are you certain that translation was accurate, Sinclair?
Right? There's no way the ocean would choose anything other than violence, right? Yeah, if it was Anastasia, we would all be fucked. Irene can at least be negotiated with. But this is pre-character development, Irene.
Shh. Idiots. It's because the other options are pointless. Inquisitor's seen us. We're already under suspicion. She will doubtless try to stop us if we flee now. So talk first, lower her guard, then attack.
No! Pretty sure that's not what Amiya meant. Well, if she's already on to us, then we shouldn't give her any excuse to attack us by running away. I was wondering what you were doing there, lurking in the background. A clock-shaped head? Are you from the Colombian Union? Ah, she's like Tin Man. They're wearing a clock-shaped hat due to reasons. But they have nothing to do with the Colombian Union. Yo, gal, welcome to the stream. What's the Colombian Union? It's America. TikTok. What? Which language are they speaking? Regardless of whether you're from Colombia or not, you're clearly not from Iberia, let alone this village.
You're not wrong, but I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding.
Hello, howdy, welcome to the stream. I'm quite certain you don't know enough about these villagers to stand between them and an inquisitor. How long have you been staying here?
2 days? Buddy, don't just tell her that! Ah, criminy.
2 days? Alright, enough of the chicanery. Get out of my way, outsider.
The attempt appears to have been made on quite the unstable ground.
Oh my god, are we gonna fight Irene as a boss? Oh, no, Amiya is here to negotiate. Please lend us your ear for a minute, Inquisitor. I'm Amiya, leader of Rhodes Island. Yes, I'm aware of Iberia's close border situation. I felt hope swelling up within me as Amiya began with confidence, unlike Sinclair. Alas, it was short-lived. Thanks to the Inquisitor's quick retort. I couldn't help but place my palm against my forehead at the exchange that followed. Oh, so not only are we dealing with outsiders of dubious origin, we have illegal entry as well. That's... We had to, because the issue demands urgency and... I've been briefed. Brazenly crossed the border, didn't you? I don't know how urgent that issue could be, but I doubt it's anything more significant than the situation at hand for Iberia and its Inquisition. Oh, yeah, she's gonna do her tornado gun thing. Oh, man. That's gonna be one hell of an AoE. The High Inquisitor is handling the Rhodes Island issue. Stay put and await the consequences while he and that chatty med doctor of yours talk it out. Ah! Calcit slander. Do you know that your treatment may depend on her negotiation skills? Well, we know that Calcit successfully does talk to them. As for the village chief, I understand that you have the right to arrest him. As he is a fugitive who has fled in the middle of an interrogation and has been sailing with the pirates. However, it is an inhumane treatment to arrest the rest of the villagers as well. Inhumane? This decision is well within the rights bestowed upon the Inquisition. They lived for years right next to that highly suspicious Aegir. The Inquisition must investigate the rest of them as well to verify whether they have committed any acts of treason against our laws.
This isn't going anywhere, is it?
Listen, they've been surviving for years upon years by the coast without protection of the Inquisition. And that simply cannot make sense.
Oi, I think I've heard enough from you. Ain't it funny how you're blaming them for what is essentially a failure of your responsibilities?
Oh, yeah, this comes back. Ah, yes, this comes back in Under Tides, which is where we first meet Irene and Arknights.
And now you roll up in the air and you go, they shouldn't be allowed. I'm arresting them all. What are you saying? These people should all be dead or something?
Damn. The old lady in fucking Under Tides gave Irene like the same speech, even more. Like even more pointed speech.
I am. There is no other way to cut it. People simply shouldn't be able to survive in a place like this, not for this long.
Yeah, again, this is pre-character development Irene. She was completely Inquisition pilled. The Inquisitor's reply only seemed to fan Heathcliff's wrath as he lifted his bat and began striding forward.
That's it. Lass, if you ever so much as touch the tip of a single villager's hair.
Please calm yourself, Heathcliff.
But Honglu stepped in between them.
Get your bloody hands off me! I've had enough of her!
Continuing to threaten her will cause something irrecoverably bad to happen. I believe you know that yourself, Heathcliff.
What do you suggest then?
Hello, Meron. Welcome to the stream. Yes, pre-Spectre flirting. Yeah. And before she met Jordy and everyone, like, oh my god.
We're clearly not making any progress but trying to talk this out.
Excuse me, Miss Inquisitor. What do you mean that people shouldn't be able to survive in a place like this?
I mean it literally.
Even by some miracle that they actually do survive, they should at least be suffering from endless hunger, struggling to their wits' end at the inevitability of the calamity. But they look too healthy.
Damn. Oh, they don't know. This is a really bad miscommunication here, because they don't know about, like, nobody in the Sinners and even Amiya knows about the whole issue with what happens when you eat a Seaborn. You stay alive, but you lose your humanity.
The heck? Then shouldn't you be applauding them for managing to survive through so much hardship?
I am an Inquisitor.
I'm not some crazy person on a power high who goes around accosting and arresting civilians of Iberia straight to the gallows, okay?
I have more than enough probable cause to take them in for interrogation.
It's just that I don't have the time or the energy to explain every single one of them to you, outsiders. I promise them a fair judgment, whichever way that may be, after a proper investigation. So stop it with this obstruction of justice!
The Inquisitor brandished her rapier threateningly, her voice shaking with frustration.
Dante. Without the full picture of the circumstances, Faust advises against further antagonization of a local political authority. I agree with Faust. I get the feeling that she isn't the kind of heartless inquisitor that goes around indiscriminately executing innocents, like Miss Mayers told us about earlier. I don't think she's anything like the Inquisitors of Encorp we saw back at Calwa.
Yeah, for those who have come to Arknights, who are interested in Arknights because of this story, I strongly recommend, once you get your bearing in the main story, I strongly recommend reading the Undertides. With the short Grani story before that. But yeah, because if you're interested in the Seaborn and shit like that, and Irene and the Abyssal Hunters, then yeah, Undertides, that whole storyline. They were right. We didn't have the full picture of the circumstances. Getting in the way of an inquisitor who was clearly a rather significant political entity in the area was most likely a bad idea.
It isn't the Inquisitor's job to answer your questions. Continue to obstruct me, then.
As the standoff was showing no signs of ending.
Miss Mares,
I can answer your questions. Oh yeah, Code of Brawl. But Code of Brawl I don't think leads into Undertides in any way. Yeah, Code of Brawl is also one of the first events you should read. If you're getting into Arknights, then yeah. One of the very first events you should read is Code of Brawl, simply because it leads into so many different storylines. Yeah. And it's just a really fun story too. It's literally Rush Hour. It's if you've ever seen the movie Rush Hour or like one of the Rush Hour movies, it's literally that but anime. It's hilarious and very fun. And it connects so much of to the rest of Arknights.
I can answer your questions. So for now, let's do what the Inquisitor says.
Mares, who had been hiding behind us ever since we returned to the village, suddenly stepped forward.
Yet, what of thy grandfather and the villagers?
It's all right. I'm sure this is happening only because the Inquisitor doesn't know.
What do you mean you'll answer the questions?
About the profound silence.
Ooh. Mare's response to Aldous was but a single concept. I didn't quite grasp its significance, but it seemed to surprise the Inquisitor.
That's what they call the calamity that destroyed Iberia.
Spinning clock. Oh, we have a new enemy type. Let's go.
만곡된 직선을 직선으로 질주하겠소.
You. Decades ago, a great wave ravaged through Iberia. It wasn't long before the Seaborns carried by the waves diminished Iberia's brilliant civilization to this.
The waves. The profound silence then must have reduced the village to its current state as well. Here we go. Oh wow, this is a really interesting thing for new to Arknights people to know. Is there any reason it's called the Profound Silence? It doesn't seem to me the most appropriate moniker for a calamity like that.
It's because the sea went dead silent before the waves came. The silence then claimed ships out at sea, then the cities of Iberia, then the Iberians. No one could say a word in the face of the ineffable calamity.
Because Seaborn singing is somehow literally anti-sound.
What? Just what are you? No average Iberian citizen should be privy to any of the information you're sharing. And the Church of the Deep is really capitalizing on the pandemonium that followed the profound silence.
Yeah, that's true, Howdy. Yeah. The Seaborn version of singing is literally anti-sound. Yeah, they just remove sound.
They pretended to be eager from the sea, delude the citizenry of Iberia and are sowing chaos in our lands.
So that's why they're arresting the Aegir left and right. I can see the thought process, but,
Yeah. Essentially, of the Aegir that emigrated to Iberia, a lot of them were the Church of the Deep, which was a cult in Iberia. Which was a cult, in Aegir, not in Iberia, although it became to Iberia, that worshipped the Seaborn.
So, it's understandable why the Inquisitor would want to arrest us.
Hello, the real Sancho. Welcome to the stream.
Dante. This isn't good. Sharing that seemed to have been some kind of a taboo-like thing for the Inquisition.
The Inquisitor wordlessly stared at Maris. Her eyes were filled with traces of anger and confusion, but
she's afraid.
there was fear in the face of a threat. Not the fear of the terrified, no. It's the fear of someone who's suddenly confronted with something they must destroy. The High Inquisitor once told me that, should I come across an Aegir who knows too much, there is a sliver of a chance that they may be of assistance to Iberia.
Cease! Thou art threatening the innocent with thy brandishing of the firearm!
But most are seduced by the allure of the sea. Thus, they are, with little doubt, our foes. Basically, a lot of the Aegir were from the Church of the Deep, and that basically caused them to distrust all Aegir, even though there were just as many, if not more, innocent than guilty. I got a bad feeling about this. Because not even the Aegir like the Church of the Deep. They think they need to be destroyed as well. Get out of my way, outsider! Final warning! Run! Quick on the uptake, as always. Roja slung mirrors over her shoulder and ran past the villagers, while the sinners scattered in all directions to distract the Inquisitor. Oh, Don. The Inquisitor draws her firearm. And in the midst of all that action, Don Quixote rushed toward the Inquisitor without a moment's hesitation.
Don Quixote? Thou shalt go no further! I, a fixer of justice, shan't abide by as thou prosecute them! Forsooth, 'tis a battle delayed, not avoided! This clash is inevitable!
Oh, yeah, Irene is gonna be a mini-boss here. Oh, wow. In that moment of crisis, seconds before this could irrevocably make us a new enemy. Oh, Calcid is here. Oh my god.
Monster.
Oh my god. Wow. A large obsidian crystallization in the shape of a monster burst forth between the two of them.
Gah, who is it this time?
Oh my god! I didn't know she would be here.
That's enough meaningless bickering. Dr. Calcit. Do you know her? Yes, she's Dr. Calcit. Rhode Island Medical Department's... Dr. Calcit behind you!
Shoot first, talk later, is it? The negotiations are over. From this moment onward, Rhodes Island is now operating within legal capacity on Iberian territory under the Inquisition's authorization. The Inquisitor fired a blast of that firearm-looking weapon but the monster summoned by Calcit managed to deflect it. And the cannonball thrown from the weapon punched clean through the wall of the building we stayed the night in, before punching through several other buildings behind it. That was enough to instantly freeze the sinners and the villagers on the spot.
That penetrated a building. Though their walls may be weaker than the head standard for what counts as a building's exterior wall, to punch through so many is...
What a precise point it makes. Oh yeah, oh there's no more taboos.
Now's not the time to stand around impressed!
It is a violation of a taboo to have that much penetrative power in a firearm.
We're not in the city. Don't lose your heads over this. Taboos don't apply here.
My head knows that to be true, yet my heart finds it difficult to be still.
That is enough of that discussion for now. It is advisable that we carefully observe and grasp the situation at hand instead of deliberating on a taboo, the jurisdiction of which does not reach this far.
Yeah, so the situation's gotten slightly better, right?
If she's Amiya's friend, she's our ally. Besides, she's got some super powerful looking prosthetic gear looking thing too.
Is that what you think? I apologize for disappointment, but I'm not on anyone's side. In other words, your particular denomination ally might not be entirely correct.
Oh wow, smiling Cal. That's a rare one. I've dubbed all the interfollows real Sancho. I love doing it.
However, if I must define my allegiance, then let me inform you that the closest label would be that I am Inquisitor Irene's ally. Dr. Calcit. Amiya, outsiders. As much as you would like to deny it, the Inquisitor's suspicions are true. While it can be said that the process by which he reached that conclusion was unfair, the conclusion itself is, without a doubt, correct. So they're actually connected to the Church of the Deep? That is one way to put it. To be more precise, they aren't connected to the Church of the Deep. They are the Church of the Deep. Perhaps the village itself is a dilapidated church of their congregation.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Our village? A church? Just look at our buildings. Where would we even congregate?
Your thoughts, Faust?
There are not many resources by which we may analyze the decision. However, the fact that Amiya's colleague has made the same argument as the Inquisitor brings the accused defense into question.
Yet, I can hardly believe that young Maris is lying to us.
Hold on, you've been chatting plenty with that Inquisition or whatever. How do we know you weren't along with them the whole time?
I see. You really are all entirely in the dark. An expected outcome, given that all of you may be from a place far beyond the dimensional door. As fortune should have it, there is no need for you to know it anyway. Truth is truth unchanging, without the acceptance from an errant group of outsiders. Besides, soon.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
I'm sorry. It seems that we've mired you in this trouble.
Say no such thing! We shall not abide by when such injustice is perpetrated before our eyes!
The village has already been identified by the Inquisition, and the Inquisition has even brought an ally. It seems quite unlikely that word shall resolve this conflict. But we promise you, we will take responsibility for what is done. We have benefited far too much from your warmth and kindness not to do so.
The village chief, with a benevolent look, pulls a dagger from his cloth and immediately knew what Calcit was about to say.
Take responsibility? You don't have to go that far! Oh, whoa! Blimey! We are now departing for the sea. Yet as we cannot bring ourselves to leave you here, I must ask you to join us for this journey. Become our bloodkin.
What are you doing? Stop!
The unanticipated, or perhaps I was simply in denial of the rising dread, ambush did not end there. Oh my god, everyone's getting shanked.
Damn it, the Inquisitor was right!
The villagers suddenly began shanking the sinners with weapons they had concealed in their clothes. And it seemed that they were coming for me as well.
Amiya, on your left!
Amiya materialized a black ribbon-like apparition, parrying away the dagger flying in my direction. But another villager rushed in, taking advantage of the opening. Uh-oh. Charging villager's back made a visceral, crunchy noise. Someone flung them away. Hey, Scotty.
Didn't mean to be this late. Scotty, let me catch you up to speed.
I know the situation. Fishy smell was what I went to investigate earlier.
What about the sinners?
Unlike Amiya and I, who managed to survive the initial ambush, sinners weren't doing so well. At least we had a silver lining in that the Inquisition and Calcit's quick understanding of the situation and the subsequent retaliation led the villagers away from the sinners.
How? I didn't notice any hostility or aggression.
Because they're Seabornized. Because they've been eating Seaborn and they've lost their emotions.
What an odd thing to say. Why would we hold any animosity against you? Why would we intend to kill you? We are not trying to hurt you. We're simply trying to give you a form better suited for the sea.
Yep.
Until we were obstructed.
I apologize, for our unfamiliarity has caused you trouble, Inquisitor.
I won't make a big stink about what happened. What's truly unforgivable is that the heretics tried to take advantage of the ignorance of outsiders to flee the Inquisition. And even if you are outsiders, any lives lost on Iberian soil are my responsibility. It's my fault. I'm sorry it came to this. Wait, lives lost? We're still alive, you know? I can shake off a stab wound like...
This is most unfortunate, outsider.
Huh? What?
Your friends are either going to die or turn into Seaborns. The daggers that stabbed them were laced with the flesh of sea terrors. Oh shit, they did it more directly. Once that happens, most die. And the survivors become overwritten by their cells, becoming nothing more than another sea monster.
What? That's...
Not a very big deal. Everyone was acting like that was it for the sinners, but hey, I should be able to deal with this by turning the clock. Let's do the time warp again. Not that bad. My only concern was I didn't know what would happen if I tried to bring them back after they're fully transformed into Seaborns. The golden bow helped deal with the whale's polidification effects, but I had no idea how it would interact with Seaborn transformations. We should just kill them before they turn.
I know this must be very hard for you, but for... What?
Sorry to bother you with this, but can you kill my friends? And preferably in the least painful way, you know. Oh, sorry. Was the last part gonna do much to ask?
Oh, wait. Don't give up already. If we bring them back to Rhodes Island, we should be able to do something to help them.
Oh god, how do I explain this? Guys, can you... Dante, I know what you mean, but I just can't right now. I am dying or transforming into some abomination again.
My strength has rapidly deteriorated since the ambush. It's kind of tingly too, so maybe they use some kind of paralytic cocktail?
Just trust me this one time! I can assure you that I'm not just giving up on them.
But...
Amiya, can you understand the outsider's speech?
Yes. Yes, it's just that they're making a pretty difficult request. They want me to kill all their friends before they transform into Seaborns.
Okay. Scotty would do it. And before we even knew it, Scotty had already decapitated the sinners, none of whom resisted. We seem to have been taken aback by how fast Scotty jumped into action.
What are you doing? Scotty?
Don't let this spook you. This is just how we roll. The clock turns. Decapitated heads creep toward their headless torsos, connecting with threads of blood. The sensation is that of reversal. It feels as though the sinners and I are severed from the rest of the world, rewinding in isolation. Is this reminding us going back in time? Or redefining the concept itself? This pain is multifold worse than the sensation of a straightforward decapitation. This pain is in the heart. As the current of death reverses, I sense a deep, crushing isolation.
Their wounds are disappearing.
Resurrection, metempsychosis, or time reversal. Puzzling. I have no knowledge with which to interpret this technology. The cost seems to be that the pain is transferred to the one who rewinds. Damn, she figured that out. But that seems too small a price for such great power. The discussion of whether this can be categorized as power should be explored later. I couldn't stop shaking. All my limbs were trembling from the icy solitude. Still, I took a moment to collect myself and ordered the sinners.
I don't know what they were just thinking, but...
Oh, wow! Look at this!
we should be able to find out once we take them down.
The isolation. Because they're no longer becoming part of the Seaborn collective. You dare deceive the executive manager and try to take their life? Prepare thyself, for thou shalt now pay the price for making a mockery of justice! Yeah, I can't just let this slide, you know?
How unfortunate. that I hoped that all of you would become fine bloodkins.
Ah, we're gonna fight them. Alright, let's go.
단순해서 좋군.
Hey, there he is.
물론 좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면
Alright, so it's just these guys. Oh yeah, and it's okay, he's just defending. Oh, okay, so he has self-sinking. Saying bloodkins to Tanya.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해봐요.
토끼를 보라. 저
정상값이네.
해충들을 도려내라.
사실 그 상황에선
So it's actually good not to use sinking on these guys since he gains power from sinking. Oh wow, totally annihilated right there.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아. 여기까지 다 울리지 않았어?
아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요. 내가 모르는 장치가 있었나?
Oh, now he's ready to fight.
너희가 이기기까지 걸리는 시간이 단축.
Oh, it's sinking on target. Okay, that makes sense. Oh wow, he is juiced up.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고. 물 넘고 거꾸로 제차.
Ah, nice. There we go.
내가 완전 전문인데 벌써 추리를 성공해버렸네.
주의 깊게 보지 않으면 잘못 선택했을 수도 있었는데 현명하셨네요. 대련이니까 여기까지.
괜히 목숨을 걸지 마.
All right, can we use an ego to mop the floor with these dudes? Let's check.
공원의 사람이니까.
Oh, we can! Woohoo! Yeah, let's go. All right, which is this? Yeah, that's his big gun right there. Let's do it against that one. All right, the rest of you guys, take out the small fry.
시비수의 김 이 앞에 중심이다. 누구 하나 살려보지 마라.
수 없는 시대에서 희망과 미래를 찾아 스스로
Hey, Khalsid is right here. Ah, that's nice damage for a heat level.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えます。
Ah, there's the tentacles. God damn you! Ah.
가치 없군.
이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 알겠지만.
차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
컨디션이 나빠 보여.
Ah, there we go.
내게는 기회인 셈이지. 봐줄 생각 같은 거 없으니까.
Oh god damn it, Andre. Yeah, that is a huge spoiler. You'll find out later. Don't worry about it. You'll find out what exactly that means. You might be surprised at the context of it.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리죠.
Yeah, I'm not gonna answer that. Yeah. There we go.
지금 상황은 어떻게 생각하세요?
Alright, dogpile.
나쁘진 않겠어.
아무런 문제가
It's Shun, you can fight that guy. Everyone else dogpile.
충분히 끝까지 도달할 거야.
모조리 치워버리죠. 숨통 끊기. 올타.
목을 떨궈주마. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
시도는 좋았어요.
There we go.
이제 끝났네. 너희들이 원한 대로 된 거 맞지? 아, 여기저기 부서진 것 같은데 저건 우리 직원들 시켜서 고쳐야겠다. 수리 대금도 받고 시민들도 금방 편해질 테고. 어? 나도 뭔가 원하는 대로 된 것 같은데.
Wait, I think they're heading to. He's running himself into a dead end. Are they seeking refuge at sea?
Wow, Hoshi, that's a huge undertaking. Any suggestions? Get a reliable team of people, of artists and programmers who are just as dedicated as you are.
Wait, that's where the ship is. That's where they're headed. They're trying to board the vessel Marsus. Wait, but we never told them that the ship was repaired, so how...
Yep, I got the Amiya announcer.
Ain't it obvious? The whole village is in on it. It ain't a surprise that they sent someone to spy on us, or they know where to get that ship floating even in its broken state.
Vessel Marsus.
Vessel Rebellion de las Masas. That ship is moored at a port in that direction.
Wait, it can't be.
Irene, who was preoccupied with battling the rest of the fellows of the Church of the Deep who were in hiding, quickly gave chase. But Fabius and the villagers were already aboard the repaired ship, slowly departing the harbor with a horde of seafarers between us and them.
How can a vessel of that size become operational this fast?
The exterior, the name, it must have been constructed during the Golden Age of Iberia.
Yep, it absolutely must have. we could take a look at it.
But how are we supposed to chase that?
What if we built a raft and rowed after them? Mate, come on.
Sea's full of sea terrors. It won't get very far before it sinks. Do you see something, Amiya? You keep looking in that direction.
Oh. The vessel Masa soon disappeared into the mist, and the village was left empty with nary a sign of people ever having been there. As though its getaway had all been premeditated. Leaving only mares. The golden age will return again. That song.
또 한 줄 길을 남겼군. 핏물진 길일 뿐이지만 세월이
Yeah,
지나면
barely anyone took any damage.
꿈은 그제야 알게 되겠지. 이 홍로가 무엇을 바꾸었는지를.
Wow, we still have a lot of nodes to do. Dang. Three-way agreement.
Damn it. Can't we just take any ship to go after it?
It's a research vessel. It can't possibly be very fast.
This will be difficult. Even if it is a research vessel, I'm sure it was constructed during the golden age of Iberia. No average ship can keep up with it. We'll see, Hoshi. We'll see how it goes. I want to take a look. I would like to take a look at it first. Which is a problem, because I doubt we have any ship that can travel at the same speed. We only have a few small vessels left, which are all anchored too far from this location to be feasible options. We don't have Mephi here. We didn't drive the bus to become a boat through the dimensional portal.
Do we have any recourse?
No, not unless we can identify the exact location of the vessel. Which is the real problem. We can find ourselves a ship to go after them, yes, but most eyes of Iberia, the lighthouses, were lost during the profound silence.
Wait. Oh, wait. When you say most, do you mean there's some left?
Just one, as far as I know. The one in Grand Farm, but... Oh wow, she knows about that beforehand, huh? That lighthouse cannot be used at this moment. She knew about that beforehand.
There's another. There's a lighthouse you can use. Really?
Huh. Are you really going to give one of the villagers the benefit of the doubt?
Yeah, young Scotty has already confirmed her to be safe.
All I confirmed was whether she's a Seaborn or not. Can't know if she's a cultist.
'Tis true. Yet.
Once we saw that Miraz was left all on her own, we decided to have her accompany us at all times and keep her within Irene's eyeshot. We couldn't possibly blame her for what happened, given Scotty's confirmation that she doesn't have anything to do with those sea monsters. Besides, they'd all left her behind. But Irene still seemed to harbor a bit of suspicion. The problem with Acre is that she simply knows too much. Where could she have possibly gained access to all that information? See? She can't even answer that question. But let's think about it this way. I'm so glad that she's not a Seaborn. What if we were to ask her what we don't know? The location of that lighthouse, for example.
They're ticking rapidly. What did they say? Dante says that we should approach it differently and ask her what we don't know, like the location of the lighthouse.
That seems like a reasonable suggestion to me. Or does the Inquisitor have an alternate solution to this conundrum?
No, but... Fine, let's hear it. I won't interrogate you about how you have access to things that even us Inquisitors don't know. At least not right now.
How could Maris be from the city? She's Ager. She has the ears.
Fara Muerto. Dead Lighthouse. That's our village name. Somewhere a little ways off from the coastline, there's an intact eye of Iberia on the sea. That was almost destroyed when the profound silence swept through.
Off the coastline? Is it not connected to the land?
I think it used to be, until it sank.
We should be able to procure ourselves enough wooden material from the village to build a raft. Is it near enough for a raft to be the means of access?
The weather's not great today, but it should do. It's not very far from the coast.
Even you're going to trust the Ager.
I don't see why I shouldn't. I understand that Iberian mistrust of the Ager is quite profound. Yet such sentiment is hollow to the rest of us. Inquisitor Irene, what did you feel when you saw the Rhodes Island operator?
If you're talking about the Cotters, nothing in particular, other than slight annoyance when she accused me of being inhumane.
So you didn't harbor any hostility nor disgust. Not that you would have felt any sense of sympathy or empathy either.
I thought...
I have no history of feelings for or against the Ager. Such must be the same for the outsiders.
What's she on about?
She is conveying that, in matters regards to mayors, our opinions are more objective than Irene's.
Finding the vessel Fabius commandeered will be a benefit to all. Limbus Company will gain an opportunity to return to the city via the dimensional door, while Rhodes Island will have the chance to study it at a closer proximity. And the Inquisition will gain possession of the vessel in which technology from the Iberian Golden Age is contained.
What? You're just going to hand it over to the Inquisition?
Why should we covet what was once Iberia's?
Hey, they're both in the same panel.
Well, there certainly are aspects to that vessel that draw interest. I already have a state-of-the-art masterpiece known as Mephistopheles. As long as that can be guaranteed, I see no reason to refuse.
Yeah, I suppose technically, it's interesting how you would count them as human. Everyone in Arknights, it's interesting what everyone in Arknights is. If you consider them human or not depends on or what you consider about Originium. Basically, the Doctor is the only actual, well, as of chapter 15, but the Doctor is the only actual human in Arknights. But everyone else is close enough in that I don't mind saying this bit of lore because it's really not explicitly said anywhere. It's like something you have to intuit from various promotional from various other material. But basically, the reason why everyone has animal features and stuff is because they're descended from animals that were mutated by Originium, which contains information about humanity. And basically, Originium, like over very quick generations, mutated them into looking more human. And they're able to interbreed with each other. So much so that different animal species are able to interbreed with each other. Because Originium has made them like 99% identical to humans, with like some minor features that that stick with them. Hello, Bloodyfish. Welcome to the stream. It's I just want to like say in the context of Limbus, if they would be considered human, the So yeah, that is a very good question. I'd say they would be, since the Originium has basically turned them to humans. Irene eventually agreed to put her trust in mares. Yeah, considering the end of considering the end of Arena, the head is fine with things that did not used to be human becoming human. That's true. That's true. So I think the head would accept them. We're in luck, Executive Manager. It's quite fortunate that our interests align exactly with that of the first strangers we encountered in this strange land. Lucky is right. Imagine if we were back in the city, it would have taken them like 3-4 free distortion nuts for us to come to this agreement. Oh wow, I didn't even know about that in Splatoon. I did not know about that Splatoon lore. Yeah, that is very similar to Arknights.
Sorry about having to saddle you with this, mares. Please lead us to the lighthouse.
Okay, happily. So when you said almost destroyed, how almost destroyed is it?
I heard that the light faded from the lighthouse a long time ago, but the shape still stands. At least it was when I saw it a few months ago.
If the lighthouse is in an inoperable state, we're going to need an expert technician to get it back in working order. Technology it's based on is completely divorced from the popular application of Originium technology. So I doubt there's anyone out there who can work it anymore. Then, yeah, okay, so yeah, this is definitely absolutely before she met Geordi. Yeah. Yeah. You needn't worry about that. Here we have an engineer and a researcher who are geniuses even among those in the city, so we should be able to manage most mechanical failures. Today is just revelation after revelation, huh?
I can vouch for Limbus Company's skills. I can also work on the simpler tasks. I've learned a thing or two helping out Gramps, Stuff about the lighthouse or various tech stuff.
Well, then should we all head to the lighthouse together?
No. I'll be leaving the group for a moment. Amiya will accompany you instead.
What? After all that, you're just going off on your own?
Yes, to join the doctor. It is imperative for the successful execution of this mission.
Sorry, Nick Holland. Welcome to the stream, by the way.
Of course. That hinges on Amiya and Scotty remaining behind here to assist the rest of you. Thus, I will leave it to the rest of you to take the Eye of Iberia, the lighthouse, back.
Wait, what do you mean take back the lighthouse? Is there someone or something out there that's taking over the lighthouse called the Eye of Iberia? I almost wonder if this takes place after Under Tides. But absolutely before Steltivera Novice. Hello, Ride. Welcome to the stream.
A likely supposition. Amiya, what did the manager of Limbus Company say?
They're asking if the lighthouse has been taken over by something.
Not a bad intuition. Yes, there is a high likelihood that the structure has already been overrun by sea terrors.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, this is after Under Tides, yeah, but absolutely before Steltivera Novice. I see. Yeah, that tracks more. At first I thought it was before Under Tides, but yeah, it's clearly after it now. Yeah. It's still the first time Amiya learned of the Seaborn, though. Yeah. Because Irene would have mentioned Geordie. Yeah, about lighthouse technicians.
I don't know about overrun, but I've encountered them a few times when we approached it too closely. Normally, this is hardly enough personnel to attempt a raid on the lighthouse, but... Answer me this. Are there any limitations to their revival?
Amiya was not in Steltivera Novice. I don't believe she was, yeah. It's just based on Irene's knowledge here.
There are no restrictions as long as Dante, the manager, survives. However, do note that the battle efficiency depreciates with prolonged battle due to the mounting mental stress on the manager. No need to change the plan, then. Amiya, use this communicator to alert me as soon as you are able to identify the coordinates of the vessel from the lighthouse. If luck would have it, we should be able to reduce the time it takes to complete the retrieval mission.
Hello, Bloodyfish, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Calcit was always in the Iberia arc, to the point that her banner was fucking Under Tides. But yeah, the Doctor wasn't involved until the fucking newest event.
Okay, as long as you're not taking everyone with you. If it's just her who's leaving, then go ahead.
I think we should be fine too.
Then, let us commence mission Vessel Massa's retrieval.
Righto. Step onto the plans of the raft, right? Let's get on with it.
It's done. Let's go.
Huh. What? Why are you looking at us like that? Is there something bothering you?
Must you ask? Just look how proactive and quick she is to jump into action. Certainly lives up to the image of an employee working for a large corporation. Amiya does tend to overwork herself. Thanks, Otis, for that charitable view, I guess. Thanks to Scotty, who had already finished the first step of the plan, we were able to move on to step 2 immediately. Oh no! You! This motherfucker. Oh, they have another C brand. Calcit gets reruns all the time on standard banners. Hoshi, so I'm sure. That's crazy that they don't have evade. You'd think they would give them evasion. Wow. They showed us some mercy. Hello, Clutter. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, but coin power and final power. They gave them like the shooter ones. Yeah. The shooter ones who get insane power if they're on another C brand. Ooh, that's all Seaborn depth. After a while of carefully sailing on Scotty's raft along the coastal cliffs, our gargantuan shrouded lighthouse emerged from the thick mist. Hey, Spicy Bee, welcome to the stream. Eye of Iberia.
Even in its dilapidated, ruined state, touches that are at once monumental and sensitive are apparent on the exterior construction of the lighthouse.
Oh, that's a tough one, Spicy. That's a tough one. Some even call these lighthouses guardians of Iberia. It retains the grandeur of the era, as it was built during its golden age. You really know everything, don't you? It is as she said. But now these lighthouses are nothing but graveyards of countless inquisitors and soldiers of the Peanut Battalion. No one who's attempted to retrieve a lighthouse has ever survived the expedition. Yeah, you better get your characters up to level 30, Spicy Bee. That's probably why you're not winning. Yeah.
Can you please not say scary stuff like that, Miss Irene? We were literally about to walk into one.
Don't you ever quit chirping! What are you, a foul beast? Stop yapping in my ear! Why is this one such a coward unlike the rest of you outsiders? No! One day I will have my own sad boy to bully, and he will be twice as tall as me.
I'm not a coward, I'm just voicing my...
She did just say some pretty concerning stuff.
How long do you think the repairs will take?
Its exterior is rather heavily damaged. However, from what is visible on the outside, its interior is still quite intact. With Miss Faust's expertise, it should not take very long.
Yisung suggested that with a smile, but Faust maintained her silence for the entire journey to the lighthouse. Then said something pretty concerning in response. Of course, my wit remains unmarred, even in such uncertainties. Sinclair is not bullied that much. He's like he's always he's usually worried, and he's small, so he like it sometimes, but he's given really good moments. He's given a lot of really good moments. Like, he's never like the butt monkey like more than other characters. Like Heathcliff gets a lot of great moments, but he's also made fun of as well. Like, everyone takes turns in Limbus. It's like Sinclair like gets a lot of great moments too, so you shouldn't worry about that. I don't think any one character is really put down more than any other. Yeah. The currents are pretty wild. Someone's gonna have to stay behind and keep an eye on the raft. We just can't leave it here unattended, but I don't know if we can carry it either. I'll stay here and protect the ship.
You sure you can handle this alone? I know you're strong, but maybe one or two more people should stay behind just in case.
No, don't need them. Sea terrors will swarm the islet if I go with you anyway. So this has nothing to do with you.
So, what she's trying to say is that she's worried about you not having enough people to take on the lighthouse when she can handle this area alone, which is why she's okay with staying behind alone.
Yeah, Scotty cannot be a lane holder.
Thanks for explaining. Some people just can't help but hop through an extra hoop, I guess.
Well, then let's trust her.
We'll be back, Scotty.
Luckily, we didn't run into any sea terrors on our way to the lighthouse gates. The problem was that the gates were bound shut by strange blue tissues. Another sea brand.
Reminds me of that L-Corp branch back at U-Corp. Oh, that one was white.
Yeah, another sea brand is actually very similar to the polification. Again, they probably just think he's a sarcasm, King Ragnarok.
I don't think I can do anything to force it open myself, so...
Or they think he's infected.
Guys, can you pry open this door?
Oi, move over. Up from the right side, you grab the left and...
We'll all pull together at 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Huh? Something's off here.
What are you doing?
The door is firmly secured in place.
This flesh tissue regenerates almost as soon as it's torn. Perhaps you'll need to tap into a wilder form of art to get this open. Well, what now? This strange flesh tissue growing on the gates is sea terror. It reacts to the lamp, but it's grown too much to be affected by it in any meaningful capacity.
Scotty might be able to open the store with their incredible strength, but
Should I go fetch her? But, I think she's already fighting off the sea terrors from sinking the raft.
so we're all on our own. Maybe there's an identity card or ego I could use to get through this. So which one? Interesting. Dante choosing which identity to use. Just as I was pondering a familiar question, a faint black glow came into view, then devoured my sight. It's not intuition or inspiration. It's even from those sudden flashes of realization. And it's not the star of that day that I think of from time to time. It's not the horrible door that I see every time I turn the clock either. The formless and black space in which I am not permitted to see. A faint noise, a whisper cuts through it. What? And through that opening I see light. I reach out to the opening and see Scotty, born from a very, very warm gaze. Scotty? Oh my god, is this Dante actually getting the fucking ego? Powerful imagery crashes into me like the waves. Scotty, the staggering dancer wielding a blade. Scotty who flaunts her flowing locks. And Scotty the singer, humming in a low voice. Beyond the fringes of cognition, Scotty's existence has become engraved. Oh my god, they're actually explaining the ego in canon. Wow. The sinner who can wrestle and control this oceanic tidal power is... Dante, are you alright? I'm good. And I don't think we'll need to send for Scotty. Huh? What? Hey, Ishmael. I've never used this ego before, but I need you to trust me and accept it. Yo, Sparkleborn, welcome to the stream. What? An ego? I nod quietly. Well, it's not like we ever get to have a practice run with those egos. Whatever it is, seems to me a manager's found a solution. Her confusion is short-lived. She lets out a carefree laughter before stepping forward, boldly twirling her mace once. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Get corroded? Oh my god!
한눈 팔지 마세요. 당신에게 파도는 반드시 밀려올 테니.
Wow. Yeah, it's been a long time since ego skills were mentioned in story. Seriously. Damn, that's crazy.
Cracks on the lighthouse are growing!
I think she destroyed the door instead of opening it. Sorry. Didn't think it'd be this strong.
Well, the door's open. What are we waiting for?
No, I mean, what?
Just what was the part where you... What, the part where I suddenly changed to a different outfit and equipped a different personality? I'm a magical girl. Get used to it.
Yes, that is...
This is most fascinating. That an ego could be drawn here, in lieu of the mirror of Mephistopheles.
Oh, wow. That is crazy story gameplay integration. My god.
I think I connected to Amiya's subconscious mind. There was this strange, unfamiliar light, and he saw Amiya's emotions attached to her memories and experiences. So I just reached out to them. My subconscious mind? I just had this feeling that it would work. Sorry about peering it without asking first. But I didn't see anything other than things about Scotty. All I needed were memories and emotions I've been used to understand the being that is Scotty. It's okay. I also have experience with gaining power from others' memories and emotions to overcome difficult situations.
Yep. Yeah, this takes place, obviously. Like most events, it takes place after the reunion arc. So she would already... Yep. That's true. Huh. I wonder if Amiya's freaking symbiosis thing could also be considered an ego. Huh. The way she does that. It's very similar to the ego, isn't it?
Maybe that's how you're able to draw something from me as well, Dante?
That is the most appropriate assumption. Especially in a situation in which delving into principles is impossible.
So that's called ego? Verily! Of course, Limbus Company's ego is quite distinguished from the other kind of ego, which are bloom from within oneself!
That is enough. No further information is to be divulged to outsiders.
Yet it matters not whether young Maris and young Amiya learn of this.
I agree with that fool this time. The Inquisitor used an artillery projectile that penetrates the outer wall. Several of them, in fact, of a building. And the head did not pursue her following that breach of taboo. This is clearly not the city.
Ain't it better to just let her talk her heart out than hear her moan and whine about not being able to say anything?
I'm convinced. Do as you will, then. Val's reply sounded almost sulking, but Don Quixote immediately began to expound upon ego to Irene and Marizawa anyway. But everyone was too busy to pay attention to her, as the wet, slithering noise from a distance had put everyone on edge.
Can we do that later? We've got some cleaning up to do. So there are more sea terrors past the door.
I think any sea terrors from the sea are all converging around Scotty. Which means our only roadblocks are sea terrors still lingering around the lighthouse. Let's go. Let's take this lighthouse back.
단순해서 조건 9번 수감자.
Oh, this... Oh, wow, okay.
성과를 갖고 돌아온다면
내가 봤어.
달고 짭짤한 걸 준비해두지.
아시의 이상을 함께 줬던 호위 이상이요.
불가 위야
시비수에게 매었나.
막아내지 못하리.
이 앞에 숨지는 자 누구 하나 살려보지 마라.
What about Handy? Wait, we don't have Handy here, do we?
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요.
Oh my god, do we actually have it? I didn't see it. I'm blind.
전투 감각 하나만큼 수감자가 되어도 훌륭하다.
지금은 좋았어.
그 도통 알아들을 수 없는 말투.
Oh, there it is! Oh my god, we got Handy. spawns in an active state in battles that never see brand may appear. Oh my god, that's incredible. Active and damageable. Okay. Trigger Hand of the Saint and remove all another sea brand. Oh, that's incredible. They were able to integrate Handy into this. Yeah, you can't, you have to sacrifice a sinner's attack to do it. Yeah, you basically.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
토끼를 뽑는다.
공격 능력 평가?
저
양호.
해충들을 도려내라. 제대로 꽂혔는데.
틈새. 바로 이제 깨우치시게.
견디오야. 그렇게 시원하게 처리하는 길을 열어. 맛이 나는군.
에?
처리는
이게 아니라고?
삼각형 자물쇠에 오각형 열쇠를 꽂는 모양새네요.
뭐 압도하는 힘이 있다면 우겨넣어 열어버릴 수도 있는 법이지.
그렇지. 그게 바로 핵심 증거라고.
한 번에 우위를 점았을 때로 몰아붙이면 바람 들어오는 이번 들고 무난히
한번
살아야지 수 있을
이끌릴 수밖에
겁니다.
없긴 한데요.
강호 유람기에서도 이렇게 일이 쉽지
Damn, 25 enemies.
강호 유람기라면 이스마엘 그자가 진행해주는 탁자 위에서 하는 놀이 말이지.
Oh, we gotta clean up the nether sea brand. Okay.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 지워버리죠.
Oh my god, it even shows the numbers. Oh my god.
깨우치시게.
It even shows the fucking the sanity meter from Arknights.
죽지 마라. 허술하긴.
치명적인 한 방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아. 여기까지 다 울리지 않았어?
Hey, we cleared away the thing. All right, let's see what we can do now.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
Yes! Oh, we staggered it.
제쳐라.
차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
Ah, she tune mail.
봤어요.
Go nuts.
돌아오면 칭찬을 잔뜩 해주셔야겠는걸요?
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
마음 놓고 열어졌지. 그쪽 방향.
Oh.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 적합한 조치입니다.
숨통 끊기. 약점이 명백했군.
이 거리는
경련자.
너한텐 이렇게 간다면 김새는데.
그리고 아무도 없었다.
아직 좀 남은 것
Oh,
같은데?
so close to death. All right, let's see if we can.
아무도 없었다는 거다.
뭐
Oh wow, he has no way of.
진짜 아무도 남지 않긴
All right,
하겠네요.
let's see. Hongler. Oh, you can. All right, we can see Hong lose. I want to see Hong lose ego.
흑수며 뜀박질 춤.
It is max threat spin. Yeah.
하늘이 갑자기 확 돌아갔네? 솔직하게 말해서 한 번에 이렇게 강한 공격을 할 줄은 모르고 아주 옛날에 만든 기계를 가지고 왔거든.
흐릿한 등화.
뭐 정확한 수치는 몰라도
곱게 접은
아무튼
종이에
대단한 공격에
얹었으니
성공한 거네. 자부심을 가져도 좋겠어.
용이 되라. 긴 벼로에 남았구나.
시간을 제일 효율적으로 쓰는 방법이 뭔지 알아? 한 번에 여러 가지 일을 하는 거야.
How is that fucker still not dead?
너희가 방금 그걸 했어. 아마 그 공격을 위해 쓰였던 시간이 감정을 가지고 있었다면 만족스럽게 쓰였다고 생각했을 것 같아. 아, 너희가 아까
Oh, good. It died from status. Thank God.
나 이거 잠깐 수리 좀 해야 할 것 같은데.
Oh, these are the last 5.
이 옷에는 드라이버를 안 가지고 다녔나? 잠깐 집중해야 하니까 말 그만할게.
Okay, so I can just. I don't even need to clear up. I don't even need to clean up the freaking another C brand
흑수며
because these are the last 5.
목을 떨고 혼자 이 정도 타면 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
Thank God it died from status.
넘고 무수히 넘고 얼마든지 너 제
Oh my God, that damage.
일반 수가 아시다면 인격이 그리할 수 있는 적성이
불끈의 지원이
방금의 움직임
좋아.
두말할 것 없이
이걸로
100점
사건 해결.
만점입니다, 아가씨.
전개가 예상되네.
이런 것쯤이야.
삼추
눈
소수진의
감고도 해.
전투였군.
다른 분들도 수고 많으셨네요.
이렇게 쉽게
Jeez, she tuned mail.
세가들에게 은자를 풀어야겠어요.
My God.
조금 풀어줘도 괜찮겠죠.
How the fuck did she do that much damage? What did she even do to do that much damage? My God. Remember when everyone said she was mid? Oh my God. Is this a story? I want to know, is this a fight node, a pure fight, or does this have story? Hello, Minigun Mike. Welcome to the stream. I think, what did we do today? We did the Inquisitors. We did these 4, right? Okay. Because we just met Irene here, so. We're gonna finish it next time. Because this one was already going a bit over the 2 hours, but. Oh, wait, no, it's not. We're just 2 hours now for some reason. Yeah. I think this is a pretty good stopping point. Oh, it's a pure fight? It's a pure fight? No, let's just do it if it's a pure fight. I'll do it if it's a pure fight.
방송을 켜겠다.
Hello, Weimar. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Yes, it's a pure fight. I'll just do it.
좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달고 짭짤한 걸 준비해두지. 아시의 이상을 함께 줬던 호위 이상이요.
But yeah, we'll definitely stop after this one then. Look, oh my god, it's this guy! This motherfucker! It's him! You're the evasion bitch. Oh no, you're the
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
No, yeah, that's the guy that snipes you from across the map if they're on another Seaborn. Yeah, that's right. Evasion is the beak. Yeah, that's right.
방금의 움직임
Yeah.
두말할 것 없이 100점 만점입니다, 아가씨.
이런 것쯤이야. 눈 감고도.
전투가 하나만큼은 수감자가 되어도 훌륭하군. 이제
敵に対して
또
이걸 해치우면 너한테 알겠지만
그래 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
Alright, he's gonna spawn shit.
흑수묘
12세기
김박질
명
중
이 앞에 숨쉬는 자 누구 하나 살려보내 도끼를
I could have sworn I didn't even attack him.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없지
저
않아.
해충들을 도려내라.
적합한 조치였습니다.
약점 명백해 평면적이다
이렇게 간단하면 기생이야. 수련은 맛이 안 나잖아.
마음 놓고 여러 작치고 다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 보아왔는데도
아직 죽지 마
지금은 좋았어요.
감회가 새로워요.
깔끔하게 몰았군.
괜찮투성이.
하늘이 갑자기 확 돌아갔네? 솔직하게 말해서 한 번에 이렇게
Alright, time to take out the nether seed brand.
하늘에 만든 기계를 가지고 왔거든.
Faust, can you do it?
뭐 정확한 수치는 몰라도 아무튼
Alright, let's
대단한
see.
기록에 성공한 거네. 자부심을 가져도 좋겠어.
중심 증거라고.
이대로 몰아붙이면 아무 저항도 못하고 사건이 해결될 수밖에 없겠는데요?
Nice, Hisang.
깔끔하게 몰았군. 치명적인 한 방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아.
Hey, handy.
울리지 않았어?
Oh wait, which one's using AoE? Hey, ranged fucker. Alright, let's see.
불가 이하
한 번에 우위를 점하셨군요. 이 기세라면 이번 대련도 무난히 승리하실 수 있을 겁니다, 아가씨.
이건 예상 못했나 봐.
무상한 목숨.
God, I love that attack.
호잡이라.
Well, why did you do that?
마음 놓고 열어젖히고.
숨통 끊기.
정상 값이네. 사실 그 상황에선 그런 공격밖에 고를 게 없었지, 그치? 아, 너희가 아까 생 공격을.
Oh, now he's kind of trying to kill us. Oh, there's two.
수리 좀 해야 할 것 같은데.
There's fucking two. Alright, Faust.
잠깐 집중해야 하니까.
I don't know why you don't have any sanity, but here.
너희 잘했어.
목을 콱 물어버리자고. 아득한 여정. 멈추지 않는 시대에서 희망과 미래를 찾아 스스로 답을 구하시길.
What? It hit the other Reaper. Son of a bitch. Why that one of all targets?
바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라.
최근은 좋았어요.
이건 예상 못했나 봐.
경계를 풀지 마라. 아직 이 사건 끝나지 않았어.
그래도 이
Alright, we gotta dogpile this fucker.
성과인걸요?
맞아. 잠깐 들뜨는 것도 나쁘진 않지.
시간 끌 것 없이 모두를 지워버리죠. 숨통 끊기.
Oh, so close.
여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
정작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
Well, we'll kill it next turn.
경계를 풀지 마라. 아직 이 사건은 끝나지 않았어.
I think this should be all of them.
충분히 좋은 성과인
This is every single one we have left.
잠깐 들뜨는 것도 나쁘지
Okay.
않지.
Okay, so we did kill one of the Reapers. That's good.
일기당신 목을 떨고 싶은 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
아직 죽지 마라. 훌륭하군요. 이제 깨우치시게.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
지금은 좋았어요.
뭐 순탄하네. 근데 순탄해.
All right. Let's see.
실험하고 있을 때도 꼭 눈을 떼는 순간 온갖 난장판이 벌어지거든. 근데 그게 원래 실패할 거였는지 내가 못 본 순간에 뭐가 있었는지를 알 수가 없어지는.
Oh, he's dead. All right, we got this. We got this.
갑자기 당할 수도 있다고.
We got this.
흑수명.
말로
뒷박질 춤.
저 해주들을 도려내.
There we go.
길을 열어. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
넘고. 완벽한 승리 축하드립니다, 아가씨. 이 정도의 성과라면 4대 가문의 자제들도 인정할 수밖에 없을 겁니다.
좋은 수업 덕분이지. 배운 게 많았어.
좋아. 생동감이
Oh, Ryoshi got it. Oh, just barely. Wow, look at the top three. Just right next to each other. Damn. Hey, Walter Black, unfortunately, we're going to stop here and start next time with the peak. Oh my god. Oh my god! They actually did it! Always a boss fight. Oh my god. Oh god, next time. Next time. Oh my god. Which will be on Thursday. Oh my god. Don Quixote times 2. Until, oh good, and we have, oh guess what? Look, we have enough.
장난 팔지 마세요. 메마른 당신에게
And yeah, now we can use her next time. Until next time, I will say, so long. Wait, let me just first get her ego on. Here we go. Oh my god, did we actually run out of thread?
소등이 되고 나면
Oh,
더
okay.
긴장해야 합니다.
Wow.
우리를
Unbelievable. Who would have thought uptie 4 ego would make me run out of thread? Wow. Good thing I have 58 trillion thread boxes. Oh my god. There we go. It's a sinking because of is it? Oh my god, which is really good in this event. All right, you guys. And with that, I will say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. And we will conclude this event on Thursday. See ya.